So the ascent starts evolving. In that, the play of the Devi is the Navaratri, in your ascent. From ages, Navaratri, that's why, is the most important puja. In Sahaja Yoga, Navaratri is the most important puja. Though we can say modern Sahaja Yoga, Sahasrara is because that's how you started getting your realization. But if you go to the whole historical events of evolution, you'll find Navaratri is the one which has brought you to Sahasrara. Without the help of the Devi at different stages of your ascent, you could not have been in a position to receive your realization. So all the steps that you took in the past are today worshipped and are used for thanking the Devi for what she did to bring you down. So it's like a thanksgiving. Without her work, nothing could have happened. So when we read about the Devi, about her incarnations, how she came on this earth to save her bhaktas, people who are trying to ascend to cross this Bhavasagara, how she worked hard, how she fought the devils, how she killed the demons, single-handed. She took upon herself the responsibility of making the people cross the Bhavasagara. Guru gave you the strength of dharma, but she is the one who brought you out. Even those who were dharmic could not do it because of the demonic pressure. She is the one who fought single-handed with her powers of destruction. In her love for you, she fought. She brought you to this level. And then she took a milder form of incarnation. Even during the time of all the gurus, she took the form of, as you know, Janaki was the daughter of Janaka. Then Fatima was the daughter of Muhammad Shah. And Nanaki was the sister of Nanaka. In those forms, these powers sustained and nourished the Guru Tattva. And later on, or sometimes simultaneously, they incarnated in milder forms to help human beings to rise. So today is the day of thanksgiving. As Guru Puja is a day of thanksgiving to your Guru, the one who has counseled you, the one who has told you about the truth, the one who has taught you the truth and has given you realization. And the Devi Puja is a thanksgiving where single-handed, just like a very loving mother, under her sari, she protected, fought for you, fought with every enemy that is around, every sort of problems that existed, and ultimately brought you to Sahasrara level and then gave you realization. It's a real thanksgiving to the mother. So we can say Navaratri is like a Mother's Day, where you give thanksgiving to her, which was just relentless, continuous working for her children. Motherhood is much more important than the Guruhood, because Guru is the one who trains you, makes you efficient, but the mother forgives you, she loves you, she sustains you and she teaches you how to love. She has tremendous patience. and tremendous love, and she does it single-handed. She doesn't expect anything from you. Absolutely selfless. Selfless is a very small word, I should say. It's such an expansive compassion which engulfs everything that is wrong, dissolves it, digests it, absorbs it. So it's a very great day, Navaratri is, for all the surgeries. Because then she took her form as Sita, as the power of Sri Rama. Silent, potential, suffering. How much she suffered? How much she suffered? Then she took the form of Radha. Then she came as 5 powers of Saraswati, as the 5 wives of Shri Krishna. Then she came as Mary. That was the greatest suffering, I think, to see the Son being crucified. The suffering, silent, patient suffering, she had to go through it. All that drama to be seen was too much. She went through all that because you all had to cross your Agya. She had to sacrifice her child. It's easy for a father to do that, very difficult for a mother. Now you are all mothers, so many of you, you will know what it is to have a child and how one feels about it. After doing that, she comes to the state where you have to give your realization. It's a work of tremendous patience, as you know. It's tremendous patience and understanding. Human beings, as the time advanced, have evolved foot out for realization, but also evolved into very funny, stupid, crooked, nonsensical ways. It's impossible to understand how they go about with their stupid ideas and how troublesome they can be. They can be very crooked, funny, troublesome, to such an extent that sometimes even it is difficult to forgive. Despite that, so many of you are here today in Europe, in the land of the Guru. Here I find who have got realization. So the mother's pride, mother's joy, knows no bounds, no doubt about it. It's such a great thing to see her children sitting here to receive all the powers from her. Now again, when we are in this situation, we have to know the first principle with which the whole thing started. That it is the power of love. It is the power of love that has brought you to this state. And it's the power of love that you will express and manifest, you will evolve. Navaratri is the day to give you the balance. Those whose right hand is tired will get the power in the left hand. Those who have the left hand tired will get the power of the right hand to share the load. So those who are having money problems will solve their money problems. And those who have sleeping problems will solve their sleeping problems. But one can say, if somebody has both, then what do they do? I know of somebody, I live there in that country, where they have both the power. They sleep as well as they have no money and they are not bothered. So, for such people, what should we do? Of course, I won't tell you, but one has to do something about it. One has to work out something. They just don't move. And if you tell them, answer is, I know I sleep a lot. I know I'm like this. I know. That's all. Then what do you say? It stops you completely. You can't go further. If they know what more to be told. This is a complete mountain there standing just to finish you completely. So one has to do. Everyone has to do so. Somebody is working it out. Somebody is doing some work. And another is not helping. Then that cannot be completed. It's a collective work. One person cannot do it. I've seen it happens like this. It's a collective work. So we come to the position that Navaratri today is not the work of Mother only, which she did so far. It's the work of every one of us. I cannot do it single-handed. If I could, there was no need for you to be here. I would have built the aeroplane, put you there, push them somehow or other, lock it up and put you there. It's not possible. You all have to carry your own aeroplanes. Build it up and carry it yourself with dignity. Not like small children, so you have to mature. And for that maturity, it's a collective thing that has to take place. In the beginning in the school, all right, they'll teach you 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. But when you go to the college, you have to do it yourself. Solve the problem yourself. And that's what it is today. Sahaja Yoga is good to get your realization in these modern times. But the maturity has to take place. Otherwise it's useless. Up to the seed was all right. But once it is sprouted, it must become the tree, otherwise it's useless. And that all of you have to do together, helping each other, understanding each other. And everyone has to work it out. Even if one person suffers, I suffer. The whole thing has become collective. The Devi has become collective. It's a venture. It's a venture, I know. Too much of it. There was no other way out. It's like crucifixion of every part of your body, every cell of your body. But it's all right. So today, instead of feeling guilty, you should be filled with tremendous courage and tremendous enthusiasm. That we have to do it, because Mother has given us the power. We can do it. Nothing should keep us down. And we are going to help each other. One person is doing one job, nobody will look at it. You see, they won't just move. I know. I'm sitting down. I know. I don't do anything. I know. And in Sahaja Yoga, it has become even subtler. I want to do, but there's a booth in me which doesn't allow me to do. So you get out with your booth. That's what it is. All these arguments are stupid, of no value in Sahaja Yoga. That means you have not understood the meaning of Sahaja Yoga. You have not understood the meaning of yourself, and you have no respect for your life. That's what it is. If you indulge into such thinking, then it is no good. But today you have to promise to yourself and to me within your heart that you are going to be filled with that enthusiasm and that Shakti. time has come. Which is going to make you real yogis. Complete dedication. Imagine these PLO people, what they are doing fearlessly. I mean, all kinds of people you see around, even in Kali Yuga, are so dedicated to something nonsensical. Why can't we be dedicated to something so sensible? They are not afraid of anything. They are daredevils. Why can't we become like that? What's wrong with us? So every one of us must have that enthusiasm, and I am an institution by myself. And I am going to do it. I am not going to take advantage of the ashram life, nicely settle down in the ashram, see, very good, cheap. No. We are all going to move out also and take up a place somewhere there. For the time being, ashram is all right. But then give more room to others are coming. You get out of it. Go out and stay somewhere and work it out. Then in the ashram, this is my house, I have spent money for this is my furniture, this is this thing, that. Actually, you should know how to live on a string, shoestring, as I say, on a shoestring. Of course, now I am filling every ashram with such a lot of furniture that they have to. Better live on a shoestring. So the tapasya starts. Go into a penance yourself. But then I will hear, Mother, I am on a tapasya, I am eating only once. Why? Who asked you to be on tapasya? Enjoy. Enjoy your tapasya. Then it is surge. Otherwise nonsense. Enjoy. If you can enjoy your tapasya, then you are surge. With enthusiasm. Look at these PLOs. Look at these people. Do they say we are going in a tapasya? Nothing. You have examples of people around you. But we can't say they are possessed by boots. Or even if they are, what about you? You better get possessed by surge boots for a change. If that's the way only you can be motivated. So tell your mind, no explanations, nothing doing, I am going to show my worth. But all the time, if the attention is just to show off, or to be in my attention, or to be in contact with me, to be writing to me or something, it's not going to help at all. I'm just a mirror. And you see within myself yourself in the true way. And also this mirror is full of Maya. So devil may look into this mirror and may look like a saint to him. If he has ego, he might look like a saint to himself. Or if he is a left-sided person, he might think he is the incarnation of Bhairava. Might. But if he is truthful, he can see clearly that he is the highest of highest. He is a surgeon. And unless until you see yourself like that, know that it's a Maya. So to realize that you have achieved a lot by getting your realization of rising so much higher above all these petty ideas. Every idea is petty, whether it is economics, politics, philosophy, any ism, anything is all petty for a surgeon. Because none of them know even this much about God's domain. What are they talking about is economics. They do not know anything about his politics. They do not know anything that there is a miraculous power which rules the whole universe, which is so efficient, which never fails, so tiny, so sensible, so interesting, dramatic. See how we resolved all these things in no time. How we got to this place. I was to have this puja here. All this you know. How I came. See the miracle working. How the powers of the divine working. You be the proper instrument of the divine. And it has another force, as I told you, centripetal and centrifugal, and you might be thrown out. So be careful on that point. Face yourself in truthfulness. Do not get pampered by your ego or morosed by your superego. Just see for yourself as a powerful instrument of love. But in love you do not become indiscreet. Steadily, beautifully, gently, you attend to it. And so much power can be born. You will be amazed that water, which looks something so frivolous to us, has so much power in it. You know about hydrostatics. This Mother Earth, which looks so simple, we walk on her our feet, she attracts us on ourselves. She's spinning with such a speed herself, she keeps us sticking on to her. She's doing thousands of tremendous jobs, this great Mother Earth. She looks so simple. She's so powerful. In the same way you are made out of this Ganesha Tattva, which is so tremendous. This Navaratri will give you that power. Those 9 powers of 9 chakras. 7 chakras, you already know. Above that, you become the master yourself. And then you become the power yourself. May God